So today's video is inspired by Miss Ashley. In her favorites video, she did a short little segment on her Nintendo 3DS and her games. So I figured I would talk about mine and all the games I have and review them and do kind of like a game review type of thing. So first, this is my case for my 3DS. It is Yoshi. Austin actually got it for me and I kind of love it. It's plugged in and I can't get it. So this is mine. It's also blue, which is my favorite color. My mother actually got it for me either Christmas or my birthday. They're like right next to each other, so it's hard to remember which one it was. But anyway, the game I actually have in it right now is, let's see if you guys can tell first off by sounds. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. If not, I don't know if you guys can see, but it is Zelda that I have in right now, and it is the Ocarina of Time Master Quest one that I'm playing right now, which I've played on the N64 when it first came out, so I am quite used to it, and I love that game. It's my favorite Zelda game ever, followed by Twilight Princess. But Ocarina of Time to me can never get boring. It's just, there's always something more to do, and there's more quests, and it's so much fun, you guys. I can't even, it's so good. I love Zelda games. I was not a huge fan of Skyward Sword, though. That was probably one of the few that I thought, that and Majora's Mask, but only because Majora's Mask, you were a pain in the butt. Not so much you were hard, as I don't like doing things within a time limit, and I only have, 3 days to complete the game. Oh, I'm stressed, and I don't do the side quests. I don't do anything I'm supposed to do in that game, because I just like, let's go. But that's me. So this is all my nifty little game thingy. And if I get one more game, which I'm planning to, actually, probably this weekend, I'm gonna have to buy another one of these because it's full. And some of them aren't offered the 3DS, because I've had Nintendos, like, handheld Nintendos since they first came out. So any ones I can still play on this, I still have, like, all of them, actually, somewhere. But, so the first game is like an I Spy. I'll just take them out, I guess that's probably easier. Is like an I Spy game. It's never gonna work. And it's Mystery Case Files. And it's a really fun game if you don't like any type of like a strategy or anything like that. It's just it's an I Spy game. So if you just want a mindless, I just feel like playing without having to really think, it's a really good, just kind of like a stress reliever game. I play it like if I'm really bored late at night and I can't sleep. Then I have Zelda, the A Link Between Worlds. And I thought, actually, that I was going to hate this game at first, like with a passion, but it actually turned out to be quite fun. Like, I thought the fact that you'd have to be flat and go like into paintings and slide against walls was going to be difficult and annoying. And while it's slightly annoying, it's not difficult at all. It makes climbing a lot more difficult because you have to like wall, move, wall, but a lot of that, and sometimes getting into the dungeons themselves, not so much the dungeon, but into it is kind of a pain in the butt, but whatever. And then I have Kingdom Hearts. Oh god, the dropping of everything. I have Kingdom Hearts because when Kingdom Hearts came out on PlayStation 2, I fell in love. Absolutely in love. And I actually have not played the second one, just because, as sad as it sounds, I never finished the first one, and I refuse to play the second one until I finish the first one. But I do have the, whatever this is called, the DS version of it, and then I have, I actually got the collector's edition for PS3, so I am almost done with Kingdom Hearts, actually. So then I'll play the second one, and then I'll play the card game, because they're making a Kingdom Hearts 3 for PlayStation 4, which actually means I have to buy the PlayStation 4, but I plan to do that at some point anyway. So now I'm just kind of like, oh, awesome, I have a game to, like, make sure I buy it. And then I have, let me find it, because I know it's in here. Where are you? Because it would just make sense to jump to this one next. The Kingdom Hearts for the 3DS. Also, because I love the Kingdom Hearts, and everybody knows I love Kingdom Hearts. So when I got this for Christmas, I believe, and it was just, I love it. So there's that. I have another one of my favorite series was Fire Emblem. I am like head over heels in love with Fire Emblem, and a lot of people think it's boring because it's a army-based game, but it's also a turn-based game, which is kind of boring for some people. And turn-based games can get relatively boring really quick, but for Fire Emblem, I don't really think it's that boring. So I've played the GameCube version, I had the Wii version, I had the Game Boy Advance version, I've had them all. So I have the Nintendo DS version, which is the Shadow Dragon, and then I just got the 3DS version of it as well. And this one is super cool because I'm pretty lame, and I actually just sit there and make storylines for my characters while I play it, because I'm waiting for the other team to battle me. So I'll be like, oh, I bet they would be a cute couple, and like I'll just pair them up and they'll always fight together. And in this one, you can do that. If you make them fight long enough together, they either become friends or they fall in love, and it changes the way you play, because people from the future come down, and if you made them fall in love, they might have a kid, and the kid might show up. It's really fascinating to learn, like, oh, I can make so many pairings, and I don't know, it's like they knew what I was thinking, and they just, like, put it into the game, and I was like, oh my god, thank you! I have, because I am a huge Tales fan, like Tales of Symphonia, Tales of the Abyss, Tales, you've heard me play. You've heard me play. You've heard me talk about it, because that's normally what I'm playing, is Tales, when I talk about games. So I have the 3DS version of the PlayStation 2 game, which was Tales of the Abyss, and I liked it. I liked Luke, and the only thing that kind of annoyed me was that one of the characters that I thought you would get eventually, like, he's always around, so I thought, well, eventually you'll join my team, even if it's for, like, a chapter or not. He doesn't. And that frustrated me, because I worked so hard to, like, try, like, the entire time. I thought, well, now's a good time, and he never shows up. And that's just, it's frustrating. One of my darker sides of the games is Resident Evil. And this one is, what is it? Resident Evil Revelations? And it's where you have Chris and, who else is in there? Chris, other people that you know. Not Leon, but other people. And you're on a boat a lot of the time. It's I thought it was going to be difficult to play it on the DS. It's not so hard as I thought it was going to be. It's actually quite a lot less jumpy than the other Resident Evils. I don't really know why. I guess because the characters, I haven't run into any hordes yet. Maybe they come in later, but I haven't, like, run in, like, in Resident Evil 4, and 5, mostly 5, you would just get swarmed with hordes, and I don't know, I love Resident Evil. I've played it since 0. So 1, 2, 3, and then I think 0, or did 0 come first? I don't know which one came first. I have Luigi's Mansion because I played the GameCube version, and Luigi was always my favorite Mario brother. Because I kind of like the fact that he was so timid, and everybody like made fun of him, like, oh, he was a scaredy cat. Yeah, but he braved it. He was a scaredy cat, but he always went and he did it. Like, mind over matter, conquered his fears. Mario never had to do that. Mario was always like, yeah, let's go. I like the underdog. I like Luigi. I have Mario and what is it? Mario vs. Donkey Kong 2. I did not like this game. I do not like the little minion Mario thing. I don't like it. The little minions that you have to get and turn them and collecting. I don't know. I just thought it was boring. I've had much better Mario games than that. I was not a gigantic fan of said thing. My mother got me this as kind of a joke, but it's My Pet Zombie. And I don't know, it's really weird because you pick like out of I think 3 zombies to be your pet, and you can like be either really mean to them or be like kind of nice to them, and it's weird. Like and some of the stuff that you think is nice is actually mean. I don't know, it's confusing, and I always feel bad. Like, oh, you can taunt them with food. Why can't I just feed them? I don't know. I always feel bad when I play. I feel like I'm a bad zombie owner. And I know you're not really supposed to feel bad about that kind of stuff, but I do. I'm just like, oh god, I feel horrible. This one I actually stole from my ex-boyfriend. Well, not steal. He never got his stuff back. So it just kind of stayed. It's for the DS, and it was Phoenix Wright. As far as I know, there's a couple of them, but I've only ever played this one. And it's a lawyer game where you are a lawyer and you go on the scene I'm sorry, my cat's over here. I'm so afraid she's gonna knock something down. You go to like crime scenes and everything and gather evidence and whatnot, and then you have to fight for your the person you're defending to win, and he can be put in prison if you don't defend him the right way. I don't know. It's a lot of fun. It's really slow, I feel like. It's really slow, but it's a lot of fun. I like it. As for completely mindless games, still, I'm just going to take these two out at the same time. I have Cooking Mama, the first one for the DS, and I have Cooking Mama 4 Kitchen Magic for the 3DS. I played these at my friend's house. Her little brother actually had it, and I got addicted. It's addicting, you guys, more than any other game. Cooking Mama is so addicting and aggravating. It's one of those games, like, no matter what type of game you play, you have to own this, because it's, like, I made Austin play it, and he was like, this is gonna be stupid, you cook. I was like, yeah, you just cook, but it's so addicting and frustrating, and it's addicting. And then he played it for like 6 hours. It's just, and there's so many recipes, and you have to level up, and oh my god, it's so addicting. If you don't have that game, go get it, for anything. I've also played Gardening Mama. I don't own it, but I've played it. I would recommend Cooking Mama, any version of it. 3DS one is a lot harder, because you have to, like, move the DS because of it. That's the only thing I don't really like about the 3DS, is that it's so, like, if I move it, like, with Ocarina of Time that's in it, and if I'm going to go shoot something, I can move it with the joystick still, which is nice. But, like, if you, like, move up, his arrows will go up. Like, I don't know, it's annoying to me. I wish it didn't do that. But I guess that's because, like, they made the Wii motion-y, so they had to make that motiony or something. I don't know. And the last game that I have, and I have the second one of it, but I think Austin has it in my other DS, actually, is Pokemon White and Black. Whenever, I don't know, it must be in his DS. White and Black 2. And actually Pokemon X and Y are probably what I'm going to go by. I love Pokemon with a passion. I played when they first came out. My favorite is Jolteon. If anybody can tell me where I can get Jolteon stuff, I will forever love you, because Jolteon is my favorite Pokemon, and I feel like the new evolutions took place. Like, nobody pays attention to the original 3. Nobody pays attention to Flareon, Vaporeon, and Jolteon. Why not? It's all like the Plant one and the Espeon, and like, they're nice and they're cute and they're pretty and I love them, but Jolteon's my baby. If I had Jolteon, would be like that like Pikachu. Always that little Pokeball just right by me. Love it. Love you. But my team would all be based off of Eevees. I'd be like that Eevee crazy chick who would be like, oh, what's your Pokemon team consist of? Eevees? Like, all of them. That would just be my thing. If Pokemon were real, I'd have an Eevee problem. All of them. All of them. Because you get the whole spectrum with Eevees, and I like that. You can have, well, not, I guess not in the original 150, you only got 3. Which I'm fine with, because I love electric Pokemon, and I love water Pokemon. 2 of my favorite, they don't mix, do not care. 2 of my favorite. And then I guess I'd like rock. I'm not a big fan of fire Pokemon. Sorry if that offends any of you. I just don't really like them. But I love water Pokemon, but my favorite Pokemon is an electric. Yeah. So this video is kind of long, you guys. But, so I'm gonna go. That's my little DS collection. I can do other collections, actually, because I have everything, you guys. I have GameCube, I have N64, I have PlayStation 3, I have PlayStation 2, I have Xbox 360, I have Wii. I just don't have the Xbox One or Xbox. Xbox One or PlayStation 4, which I have to get PlayStation 4 because of Kingdom Hearts, actually. But yeah, so that's my little story. If you want any more detail on any of the games or anything like that, ask and I will talk about it for you with, like, no problem. Go for it. Tell me what your favorite games are. Tell me what games you have. Tell me, like, what you want me to review next. Tell me anything. Come on. Do stuff. This isn't all up to me. Anyway, so I'm gonna go. Ashley, I will see you tomorrow, and I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!